All right, we are back. I'll go ahead and tell you I have already done this, but I was not satisfied with the oh gosh, the end result of what I had recorded. So, it was done when I was basically half asleep. So I was like, nope, I'm gonna redo this. So we're going to be redoing it. Golly. So if it looks like I'm not really commenting too much on what we're doing here, that's probably why. But that being said, this area is based off of the zodiac signs, so you'll probably recognize some of the symbols. The only reason I really know anything about it is thanks to Fairy Tale, but the manga, but that's just me. Cause like, sure, I've heard of it, but I really don't know. I didn't really care too much to know really anything about it. But the that's not actually that bad. However, this will be better. Okay, you got the agility. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Just getting confused there for a sec. But I really didn't, like, remember too much about the names of all the signs, just simply because I didn't care. I still don't. But Fairy Tale just really kind of put a highlight on it, I guess. Alright, but yeah, we're going to be facing a lot of kind of weak monsters. I'm not really going to care too much to use Synergy unless we run into something really awful. Or just a bunch of them. So we'll probably just do a bunch of just normal attacks. However, these areas have, these rooms have different puzzles that rely on Synergy for you to get through. And as you complete them, new ones will open up. Like we just did Aquarius, that's Gemini, and we're going to be going from there. Alright. Not too bad of enemy grouping here. Also getting that critical strike does help. Really? You gonna be like that? Committee gets rid of that guy. Also, I'm trying to get Tyrell to master that axe. Although I don't know how quickly that's gonna go. Blade's Life Nourish. Well, at least Matthew has Life Nourish at this point. I believe this is Taurus. I don't remember. I forget. This thing, Taurus and Capricorn look very similar. That's pretty much it, as far as the little symbols on the doors. But oh no, no, this is Leo. What the heck? It didn't look like a lion outside. I guess it kinda does. It's just, oh my goodness. The graphics does not lend it very well. Okay, fine. Virgo and Libra. And pretty much, I haven't really read the tablets, but they're essentially just hints on how to get through the different puzzles. So nothing too crazy. Alright, now this one is a little bit annoying. So this, as you can tell, is a puzzle where you have to move the statue in such a manner that it doesn't, neither one of them fall. So you'll have to keep an eye out to make sure where you're going doesn't push either one into a pit. And there you go. We have Virgo open, and there's Libra that's open. And we're going to go into... Well, that's Aquarius. We already did that one. There we go. Now this... Of course, Libra is the whole scale bit. So we'll have to deal with that in a minute. We gotta deal with these bone fighters. These skeleton guys are just trying to be fancy with their moves. I think that's a little bit sad. Trying to be fancy. Well, Tyrell got a level up. Alright. Now, I will go ahead and say that this puzzle isn't difficult, it's just annoying. It really is. So, you as the player will be heavier than these supposedly stone statues. Don't ask me why. It's weird. But you're only as heavy as, well, one of them. You're slightly heavier than one, is kind of the idea. So when you stand on one side, then you can weigh it down. But if you have two of them, then on one side and you try to jump on it, it doesn't work. So you have to go back and forth. It's a little time consuming more than anything, but as you saw, it didn't take too much time to actually do that. But as we kind of are good to go here, we will head on out. Let's go in here. So, as you can see, there's a little bit of... I don't know why that little thing up there exists, but it does. It's kind of weird. Because you can't... I guess they try to make it, oh, maybe you could jump over there. No, you can't. why did Matthew just suddenly speed up like that? That was weird. At least you mastered the bow, Amitty, but I don't know. That was weird. Oh, no, not move. This one, you gotta use grip. And then you gotta use growth. As you can tell that there's that little plant there. There we go. Alright. We got those taken care of, and we can head on out. Let's go into... I always forget what the sheep one is. I'm not gonna bother looking it up, but it's just one. Alright, well. Well, you got the Sign Energy Rod mastered, and that's good. And Matthew healed himself up to full, which is fantastic. I didn't have to worry about that. This one is actually a pretty easy one to do. If you know these puzzles at all, you tag one of the things, and then a copy appears on both sides, or if you press a panel, a copy on both sides appears. This is actually very easy. You just keep going with one side and getting the leftmost or the rightmost one, and then just take care of the one in the middle. It's a very simple puzzle. If you don't know it, however, then it can get kind of hectic and it take forever, but that one's honestly one of the easiest ones. Alright, let's go into Pisces. Room here. Get that moved. And this one, it makes no... I mean, I get it, but also not. You have to use douse on the fish, and it's like, well, they chase the water to get the fish, kind of a thing is what it says. So you just gotta use douse on both of these fish to get it to work. Oh, there we go. Cancers is opened up. And then Scorpio. Sorry. If I clear my throat during the video, I'm gonna try to remember to mute when I do that, but sometimes it's just gonna get real bad and I can't help. Alright. We also need to do this here. make sure that the way up is good to go. Alright, get out of here, Fergus. Got a vial, alright. Now, for this puzzle, it's actually not that bad. So, this is how we're going to do it. There's a couple ways you can go about it, but essentially you need the scorpion to go into that hole specifically. But it's more tedious than difficult. Actually, I may have goofed. Alright. Let's do that. Because these things will normally float over the hole here. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm messing this up. Alright. Golly, why can't I remember how I did it last time? Gosh. Okay. So... here's how we're gonna do it. This is gonna be probably a tad bizarre, but this is the quickest way to solve it. You don't have to really move the scorpion all that much for this to work. Oh, there we go. My bad, I'm sorry. It was that simple, and I just was overthinking it. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's probably better than Capricorn? Whatever the goat one is. I think that's Capricorn. I forget. Let's do this one. Oh yeah, because we're gonna make sure that we can take care of this. You want to make sure you grab that because treasure chest is right there. And you cannot come back to this place once you left, really. So you want to make sure you grab everything. Alright. Oh. Okay. So now I realize it. So mastering it will give it an additional actual attack boost. even though the attack of the weapon is different. Okay. Alright. Well, we've got a few weapons here to sell. This one, obviously, you need to use arid heat. Well, I guess there's a difference between cold snapping it and arid heat. It tells you that it doesn't want to be in the water is what it tells you, so... Alright. Actually, I can just go down this way and not have to worry about jumping on the, that... Whatever. Moving on. I believe... we do this... There you go. Alright. But before we... Oh, yeah. Never mind. I do have to go up there first. If you were looking at the mini-map, you would see what I'm trying to make sure I get. There's a djinn in this room. The only djinn in this area, but again, we gotta make sure we grab it, because once we leave, we can't come back. Okay. That was slightly concerning. Yeah. Let me do this first, so I'm gonna forget otherwise. Alright. Oh, come on. Yeah, this guy ain't too heavy. Alright, the Jupiter djinn is going to... rotate upset. No, not Fireball. We're doing Heat Wave. And we're also going to do Diamond Dust. Not bad. Oh, that did alright. But that was enough. Alright, the Jupiter djinn Doldrum. This spirit represents still air and is found at Craggy Peak. Doldrum can hold an enemy in place by encasing it in an unmoving wind. Alright, and Karis has him, so that works. I think once we get to the point where everyone can have one more djinn with them, we'll start mixing it up a little bit. There's the first horn. And then the second one. Alright. I will say, this place is just... I'm not a fan of it. It takes forever because you're having to go in all these different rooms that have just one puzzle, and then you leave, and then you know, it's just a pain in the neck. Well, this treasure chest wasn't a nice one, so we gotta deal with a mimic. Well, we will do tornado, we will do... arid scorch, do... frostbite. Well, that's just rude. But I only took 3 damage, so it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, well, there goes the mimic. Jeez. Am I over-leveled for this? I might be. But what we got was a lure cap. This, all it really does is increase the random encounter rate. So, if you want to fight more monsters to get more experience, you can definitely do that. But judging from what we've been doing, this is pretty much... yeah, I would say it's pretty much cut and dry on the fact that this... whole thing is going to be pretty easy. Our levels aren't going to be hurting really too much. Now, the goal of this room is to make sure that the statues can get into their proper pedestals, and you cannot have them cross on the same path. It will physically not let you move it. And once you move it somewhere, you can't push it back. So, the way this works is pretty simple. You have these two leave a path open in between them while you push the triangle one through that path after it is said and done. It's not too bad. I say that, and when I was half awake, I seriously spent like 10 minutes trying to figure this out. I feel horrible about it. Which was one of the reasons I considered redoing this episode. But there was just a whole slew of problems with it, so... on top of me being tired. It wasn't nearly as, like, just informative or entertaining. It was just not, it was not good. So, you know what? I was like, no, I am not releasing that as an episode. I'm going to redo it. So here we are. So sorry for this episode being late, but I needed to make sure that it was of good quality. That's one of the things I wanted to make sure I did. If I wasn't going to be able to do too many episodes in a week, that I would have better quality stuff as well as have longer videos. So now this one, is a little bit obscure, somewhat. Says that the archer's worst enemy is like. Well, I'll actually read it. The archer's deadliest foe is himself. So you have to have him look at himself. You freeze the waterfall and have him shoot his reflection. Oddly enough, that causes that to happen. Which was the whole point of all of this. We did all of those puzzles just to do that. I'm not even joking. It's kind of sad. Because we have done all of the previous areas. So, you can tell by the little wheel here that we've done them all. And now we're heading out. Now you do want to be careful about this, because if you accidentally step on the middle of that, you go back down. But you do want to use grip on the pendulum, well, the arrow in the pendulum, and let it start swinging. And now we have a floating islands. Somewhat. It's weird. And here we go. Can you? I guess you can come back, but the small area that you're in, you can't actually do anything in. Other than go to the next area. And once you do that, you genuinely can't do anything else. So, well, you can't come back. Which is kind of annoying. So, you do want to go to the left here as soon as you leave, because there's something you don't want to miss. Inside here is a shrine. You don't want to have to use Cold Snap on everything, but so just make sure when you jump over this again, Cold Snap it. That's the only one you'll have to re-Cold Snap. Well, Cold Snap it after you Fireball it. But the whole idea is to make sure you can get over here, because you see that there is a lot of water, but there's a Cold Snap place up there. So we have to be able to make our way over. And like in the Ice Queen Palace or whatever, I forget what it's called. Once you hit it with a Cold Snap, boom. It freezes over and you're able to get across. And there we go. We got a new summon. Alright, we can now summon Moloch. Just don't ask me to sacrifice children, you disgusting thing. Jeez. Yes, it is that Moloch. Jeez. I don't know why, but there you go. From the Bible. But it does require 2 Mercury and 1 Jupiter. So let's get in a fight here. We're going to get in one, but let's try to get in a fight before we get to town. Alright, it's a killer ape. We're going to have her summon it, and we'll just have them attack. Moloch is a giant snow monster bunny. I don't know. It's weird. I always thought it was weird looking, but it does drop agility, which is a nice touch to it. I just don't like the name. It's like, why that, of all things? But, alright. There we go. Well, we have a town up ahead here. Stop! I think we've seen people like him before. Hello, we were... What do you want? Hey, be polite to the lady. Do you need me to teach you some manners? Well, Tyrell's stepping up for Karis. You are in the intruders here. If you are looking for a fight, you have found one. Hey. We don't want any trouble, do we, Tyrell? What? Why are you getting on to Tyrell about this? Hey, I'm not the thug looking for a fight. I'm actually with Tyrell on this, honestly. Is it tiresome to always need your friends to save you from your own mouth? Come over here and say that. Stop! But... Is it time for your friend to save you from your mouth? My companion was rude. Please forgive him. But what if they are spies? This one wears his fiery spirit on his sleeve. He is no spy. And we're not in Murgo. True, but if they aren't spies, they might unwittingly give us away. Excuse me? I gather you've got things to talk about, but can we go into the village? You may enter. Of course not. You guys are the worst guards ever. Wait a minute. You're not dressed for this weather. Are you even from here? You're not, are you? I'm right. These guys are just visitors too. They don't have any authority. Let's go in already. I think Tyrell's right. Shall we go in? Yeah. That's the spirit. But don't forget who you have to thank for getting us in. You still have to get past us. My apologies, strangers. Oh! I wonder what these two are hiding. Please go in. I'm Tyrell, and this is Matthew. Just don't mess with us again. And he's unconscious. Please, go now. Alright. If you're new to Taria Village, you'll find that the air thin and may have to breathe hard. I am sorry. Why are you apologizing about that? But this is a nomadic tent village that is located in the snowy Karen Mountains. Its people survive by staying mobile and following their flock of sheep and goats. We came here from Morgul following our flock. They don't mind the air. Oh, okay. Well, let's go inside the obvious place to go in. Hey, I'm back! Welcome, good to see you. Wait till you see the great stuff I found this time. You've got quite a collection going now. Hey, you cleaned up the stuff that was dirty. Thanks. You're welcome. Just a little longer and we'll be ready to open. Oh, customers! Hey, are you looking for a bargain? Yeah. Welcome to our fine establishment. Welcome to our place. She's not too sure. All right. Always, first we're going to talk to this guy. He's going to have a rod we want. Well, the wand. The frost wand, to be more precise. But we don't have enough money for it. Dadgummit. Well, we do have plenty of armor and stuff to sell, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll sell that. We'll sell Layla's bracelet. We will sell the Stormbrand and Vulcan X. Unfortunately, we did not see Barrage. We will get that off and sorry. Golly. Can he even? No, he can't wear it. Okay. So we're good. I just wanted to make sure if I sold it, I wasn't doing a bad. So, not that I couldn't rebuy it, but yeah, no. Alright. Then we're going to need the Frost Wand. We're going to give that to Karis. We're not equipping... Oh, selling that. So, sorry, but we're not. And then we're going to give the Synergy Wand to Reef. He's gonna get leftovers, because again, I don't really care that too much, unfortunately. Alright. Chainmail. Okay, so a jerkin would be good. Although that loss in agility is not worth it. This will be worth it, though. Just a straight upgrade. Ooh. 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 17 to 23. Yeah, we're doing this first. I don't know how much money I've got for everything, so... There's going to be a little bit of just kind of finagling. 10 to 25. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, I feel bad for Reef, but also I don't care. Oh yeah, I said I'm not doing that. Alright. Heavy braid, well, heavy armlets. And I think that's it. So I do feel slightly bad about him having that pathetic of equipment. Just slightly. Alright. Feel a little bit better. Alright. Yeah. Well, the young man is Ryuko, and the older one is Halzan. Ryoko is a hothead that has taken up residence in T-Ray Village, apparently after being on the run. And the elderly man is Ryoko's tutor, mentor, and friend. His calm, rational manner balances his pupil's fiery nature. They watch the village entrance because they're being pursued, but they let you in so you're okay. Well, kind of. The younger one did not care for us. Also, that's really morbid. There's a grave here. Is there anything I can do with... Oh, you can just douse the torches, but there's not really a point to that. Alright, I talked to her for the Beastmen lore. Beastmen, this is a term applied to people and animals that were transformed into hybrid forms by the Golden Sun. Besides their altered appearance, some Beastmen are said to possess strange powers that humans cannot gain. They're stronger and have better noses than humans. They seem too threatening. I'm glad that are none around here. Well, I understand the slight concern, but come on. All right. We walk around. Someone sees us and immediately runs. Those two are injured. Well-crafted furniture. But as you can see, there's a little sheepy that doesn't look too good, and there's a djinn behind him. Well, there's a way to get to him, and you do it by, well, if I could climb up, that would be fantastic. All right. You have to be on this side because you can't do it due to the wooden pegs on the other. Bah! he happy. All right. Yeah, it's this way. And there we go. We have gained Fury. This spirit embodies the hot rage and is first met at T-Ray Village. Fury summons the souls of those who died in anger to attack enemies. This one's been in other games as well. We'll grab Claw. Alright. Yes. I can't say I have. Maybe try asking around town, maybe? Oh, okay. You do have to have that scene happen. Okay. I didn't know if you did or not. It's a shame that I can't help Haoju, but I need to rest up and recover my strength. Haoju is a young girl that's much beloved to Haoko. Okay. Man, it was a rough trip, and the Bullet's castle is a fortress. There's really nothing we could do for Haoju. Alright. It's weird, you have to go in certain houses before you can actually keep going. I went to the Tepe ruins, but you'd have to be a magician to get through that place. This ancient home of the Jinai Adepts was built into the northern face of the Kirin Mountains. Time has not been kind to the Tepe ruins, and the Golden Sun event damaged them further. They crumble a little more each day. Were you looking out for Haoju's lost bag again? Hello, strangers. Our friend Haoju's bag is missing. If you happen to find an elegant bag, would you let us know? Yeah. Thank you. It probably sounds a bit crazy a bit crazy, all of us worrying about this bag, but it's important to Haoju. Okay, yeah, she just says she couldn't find it. There we go. Once you talk to them, you see her continue to run. And here's where you have the inn, and then the guy just standing in the back of the room. It's kind of weird, but okay. But he's there if you need the sanctuary. But come back in here. Hey, weren't you a part of the mercenary group that tried to rescue Haoju, were you?
No, that was us. We tried to rescue her, but this castle's too well defended.
The mercenaries can't rescue her. I can't even find Haoju's precious bag.
What are you interlopers doing here?
Master Haozan?
We have got this situation under control, miss. You may go. We couldn't bar your entry, but we also can't have you just wandering around asking questions, I'm afraid.
Well, we can't leave. You're not letting us.
Where are you from? What are you doing here?
We're just traveling through, trying to find our way. Don't be such a jerk.
What are you talking about? Spit it out, man.
Ryuku, if you interrupt, we shall never find out our visitor's intentions.
It'll be fine.
Your calm demeanor shames me. I spoke out of turn. I apologize.
I presume your intent is now to reach Morgul.
Yeah, we're going to Belinsk and Morgul.
Is your crew prepared for a long descent down a sheer rock wall to Morgul?
No.
Making the attempt if you're not prepared isn't merely foolhardy, it's suicidal.
There may, however, be other routes you could try.
How's that? Should you be?
I've got a good feeling about these folks. If they want to go to Morgul, who say they can't?
I'm trying to figure out their voices. You were saying something about other routes?
First, indulge my curiosity. Where did you come from? The Kirin... come to the
Kirin... Oh my goodness.
Highlands from.
Where did we come from? If Morgul's your goal, you obviously didn't come from there. Therefore, you either came from the east or west.
The path from the east along the top of the endless wall is blocked. So how did you come across the western valley?
The Endless Wall is a massive ancient edifice divides Ije and Morgul. Its origins and purpose are largely unknown.
I wonder if perhaps you might be adepts.
And if we are,
then you may be able to traverse the Tepe ruins.
Let us stop dancing around. You are obviously adepts.
Sure, I guess.
Indeed. So you will want to travel... Oh, well, you want to know that Tepe ruins are due north of the village. The paths through are blocked by years of decay, but with the depth's powers.
You think Synergy will help us get us through?
Ah, the legendary wisdom of the adepts. Yes, that's what he means.
I don't know if he's doing this as a dig or not. It sounds like it to me. It's like, well, duh. That's kind of how I take it.
You appear to be in a hurry. Perhaps you should leave in that same hurry. Yes, leave us to wonder why you were blessed with supernatural powers and we can't rescue my sister.
And don't mind him. Head over to Tepe Ruins now. We can take a hint. Jeez. We'll be going now.
Cheers, why are you being so rude? Well, this is the Tepe Ruins. Oh, and there's a djinn hanging out. I believe... I forget how you do it. Well, we got insight for a reason. Oh! Not that I really want to do this, buddy. What is... Okay. Excuse me.
My fishing rod broke.
Oh! I completely forgot. I completely forgot. Oh boy. I'm glad I talked to that person because you actually need to come over here to her. She is selling. It says a trusty staff, but it's a fishing rod. Oh, I don't have enough money. Alright, so we're good. Oh, well. Pardon me. Wish I had a stronger rod. And then you go to this. Hey, that looks pretty sturdy. Can I try it out? Yeah. Hand it over. Thanks, this should work great. Fish, here I come. You walk with? Takes it a minute, but there you go. That's not a fish. It's a nice catch. But I don't think we can eat it. Do you want it? Yes. I would very much like the djinn. Alright, Dewdrop has joined. This spirit carries a refreshing feeling. Morning dew and is met near the Tepe ruins. Dewdrop cleanses the party of toxins and the like. Alright, this guy's actually really good. Cures status effects. So what we're gonna do is probably take chill and replace with Dewdrop.
And life, these islands, is a constant battle with nature. Can't win either. The best you can hope is for an easy truce with nature.
You're actually trying to go to Morgul, you say?
Yeah.
Good luck. The Karen Highlands are surrounded by cliffs and ice. Wait, how did you get here?
It's a secret. I can't tell you.
Alright. I want to continue kind of... you have to be up... Really? I guess that's the way to get back. Here... Well... Snow falls on a chest, but all you have to do is use Fireball, and you get a Water of Life. And we're gonna give this Water of Life to Nitty, because he's already got some. I do actually also, let me do this for Karis. Psy Crystal, have Reef hold it. Also, Reef, I'm giving this to you. Give Tyrell a few of those. Elixirs, we're gonna give that to you. Okay, you can keep those. Vial, give that to Matthew. Nuts, we're gonna give you the nuts. We're gonna give Tyrell the herbs. There we go. A little bit of cleaning here. I think that's it. Alright. Well, we're at time. So in the next one, we'll be heading inside the ruins. We've done a little bit, and I got a little bit further than I did last time, thanks to not having to spend 20 minutes on that one puzzle. But there you go. It took me a minute for the other one, so I guess it kind of worked. It kind of somewhat evened out a little bit, but I did make it further than I did originally. So, hey, it's fine. Alright. Well, I will see you all in the next one. Later.